Hi everyone, I am Sushmita. Now I'm going to present my project, which is certification portal. So it is like a real world exam system where users can register, log in, attempt exams, and can receive their results automatically. So we also have a security authentication and structured exam management and automatic timer handling and result. The main goal of the project is to conduct a platform for online examinations. So here we have used FastAPI for the backend, PostgreSQL for the database, and Streamlit for the front-end interface. So the user interface can used for communication with backend services by using the REST APIs. So by using this, we can manage the users, exams, answers, and scoring. So, coming to the architecture of the project is a three-layered architecture. One is front end, which is used to it's like an interaction with system through the UI. So here for front end, I have used the Streamlit. So by using this, a user can register, log in, start exam, view timer countdown, and navigate between questions, submit exams, and view results. So Streamlit communicates with backend through REST API calls. And coming to the backend, it is an another architecture. This is a main application where all the logic runs. So what we have in this is user authentication using JW tokens and creating and managing exams, serving questions to front end and calculating scores and generating results, storing user attempts and answers. So next one is a database. This is a third layer. It is used to store all the information in tables like users, exam table, question table, options, user attempts, and scores, results. So for this we have used database, and that database is PostgreSQL. So coming to the workflow of my project is uh, I have started with user registration. So whenever a new user want to register, he has to enter the name, email, password on the Streamlit, means in the front end side. So whenever I have entered the details in Streamlit, it sends this data to the Fast API backend. So what backend does is it stores the user details in the database after hashing the password. So if it is matching, after done completing the details giving, so a success message will be written. And after that, user login. Whenever the user gives the correct email and password, he will log in it. Means he can able to log in whenever he give the correct answers. And the third one is exam selection. Whenever a user login, I have to write the exam. So the user sees a list of available exams. So user can select an exam and clicks the start exam. And next we'll see the exam start plus timer initialization. Means whenever he was writing exam, he can able to see the timer. Means how much time has completed and how much time is remaining. So this is all. And a backend sees this, sends the exam duration and countdown timer will be given by the Streamlit. So all these answers and options for that exam will be written by the backend. And the next flow is attempting questions. So as the user select answers, Streamlit temporarily stores them in session state. So whenever I have attempted the question, it never calculated. So here is this is all about attempting the questions. Means a UI allows moving to the next previous questions or next questions. And coming to the next one is submitting the exam. Whenever the user clicks the submit button, all answers will be sent to the backend through the post request. And backend compares the user answers with correct answers and store them in the database. So the score is automatically calculated and the result will be stored in the database. And the another one is result display. So the backend will return the total score and the total correct answers and wrong answers what we have written, and is it a fail or pass status. And last but not least, end of the attempt. Whenever the user completed the exam, they can now log out or take another exam. So this is the workflow of the project. So now I'll explain my project in detail with the code. So this is my project. So this is a cert portal folder. This is a main folder, and I have created a backend folder and a front end folder. So coming to the backend, these files are all related to the backend. So that's why I have written in this backend file. So the files, whatever I have written in this front end is related to the completely front end. And I also have created the virtual environment for this project. So, this is auth.py, db.py, exam.py, insertion.py, main.py, models.py, schemas. These are all the files I have created in this backend folder. Auth.py is totally related to the authentication, security purpose, and the passwords, all the secret keys. So coming to the db.py, it is about the database configuration. Means the backend should be connected to the uh, database. Whatever the database may be, it may be PostgreSQL, MySQL, it may be anything. So here I have used the PostgreSQL. So this is about database configuration. And exam.py is about uh, selecting the difficulty of the exam and creating the candidate exam and score computing. Insertion questions means this is a file I have given with the list of questions, and this is a main.py. It contains the post endpoints, whatever we need. This is a register endpoint, this is a login endpoint, admin questions endpoint, start endpoint, exam ID, so and so on. Models.py is about these are the tables what I want to create. So models.py is all about creating the tables, and schemas.py is all about requests and responses. Whatever we have given the responses, we give the responses, and whatever we get the responses. So coming to in detail explanation, these are the importations I have used in the auth.py. Crypt context. It's like uh, encoding the passwords. Means no one can theft the data whenever I use the script context for the passwords. So I have used this for important information like passwords. And JWT means Java Web Tokens. This is used for creating the tokens. And date time and delta time means this is a current time. And this is for expiry time for the token. And this is depends means dependency injection, automatic dependency injection, like getting the database, etc. And HTTP exception means like 404 authentication error. Sorry, 404 page not found error. 200 is the status is okay or not. 500 server error. So these are all. And status means like codes 404, 200. This is and or to password bearer for uh, the security purpose. And this is a session. It is used to create a connection between the database or means to interact with database like reading the data, updating the data. So this is a session local means it will create a uh, same it's like a session factory. It will give us the new session. So models means the file I have taken in backend file. This is a secret key and this is the algorithm I have used for hashing. And this is the time I have given to for the token to expire. And this is a context. This is a hashing algorithm I have used for the password. So I have given the login endpoint in this token URL. So it will create a token here. And this is a database. This is a function. So what does it mean is session local. Whenever I have opened these brackets, it means the connection is open to database. So it will return the database. So yield means here it is. I have used it as a generator. So db.close means closing the connection. So this is about verifying the password means plain password and hashed password. Plain password means like normal password and hashed password means whenever I have used this hashing algorithm, it will convert the plain password into the like a random string means and it encodes that. So whenever it is encoded, no one can get to know that password. So for this security, we have used this hashing algorithm. So verify method means it will verify that it is plain password, hashed password is okay or not. Or and this is def get password hash function, and we are passing a parameter password into it. Means here we have used hash method. Whenever we use this hash method, it will convert the password into the hash like string. And here it is about creating an access token. uh, the token expire time will be given here, and we'll copy the data to the encode variable. And here we have given date time means current time. Here expire date delta here will mention the time means about 30 minutes or half an hour. If we don't give anything here, it will take automatically as a 1 day. So it will encode it and it will return the encoded JWT. So it is about getting user by using the email. So it will take the session means parameter as a database and the email as string. And it will check the user table in models file. It will filter like user email is equal to is same as the email what we have given. If it is matches, it will give the first matching row. This is about authenticate user. It will take the parameter session as a database as session and email as string, password as a string. So here it will take get user by email. This one parameters or database email. If the user is not there, It will return none. Uh, if the password is not verified, it will get verified. It will return none. Otherwise, it will return the user. This is a get current user. It is taking the token as string and it is using the depends like for a dependency injection, and it is taking the database as session. So here I have created a variable as credential exception. So these are the exceptions like status code, and the details of the exceptions will be have taken in this variable. Here I'll decode the password, or I will decode it. Here I have used the get function used for fetching. If I find if the email is none, I'll raise the credential exception. Also, if the user is none, I'll raise the credential exception. Otherwise, I'll return the user. So this is db.py. I have imported this create engine for uh, to create a connection between the Python and the database. For this, I have used this create engine, and this session maker is also used to communicate with the data, like use it to update, return. Sorry, use it to update the data, use it to read the data, and declarative base. So this is most important. Whenever we have written this declarative base, this will tell that this class is not a class, it is a table. So this is a database URL of my database. So create engine is used to connect the Python to database. So this is about it. So here I have used this declarative base in models file. So this is a model.py file. So these are the importations I have taken. This is the gen ID function, and here it will return as the unique ID, unique identifiers, and this is a class. Class name is a difficulty, uh, like easy, medium, hard, and this is a class, a user class. So I have taken this base, means declarative base into it. So whenever I have taken it, it will make the class as a table. So the table name is user, and the ID. So these are all the columns: ID column, email column, name column, hash, password, is admin when he created it. So these are all the columns, and this is a data type. This is a primary key, means unique ID, what we have given for this ID. So this is also unique. It should be nullable or not. So this is about these are all the tables I have taken for this project: user table, question table, and candidate exam. So these are all the columns, and these are all the data types. So schemas.py. This is all about requests and responses. What we have given the request is, and what we get the responses. So this is a register in. This is a request, what we have given: email, password, name. So this is the response what we got from the API. So this is the login. This is a request what we have given, and this is also a request what we have given. And this is a response what we got, and this is also a response what we got from the output. And this is the insert questions dot py. This contains the questions what I have given in the exam. And this is a exam dot py file. So these are all the importations I have taken. And secrets is to for cryptographical means authentication tokens for, and this is a random which is used to for shuffling. And as we know this is a list, and this is an session, and these are tables, question, candidate, exam, these are all the tables what we have taken from the models file. And this is a session local and date and time. So this is select question balanced function. The parameters what we have given into it is a database and total questions. I have taken it as an int. And this is all about dividing the questions into sections like easy, medium, hard. So whatever we have taken the number of question that will be divided and will be given to evenly. We'll give it to easy, medium, hard. So here we have 9 questions. We have splitted it and we have divided it by 3. Why? Because we have 3 uh, easy, medium, hard, 3 levels. So if we have 10, what will be the 10th one will go to? So here we'll loop the keys. Keys means here keys comes under easy, medium, hard. If the reminder means uh, like 9 questions will be divided to 3 levels, and the remaining one will be comes under the reminder. If the reminder is less than or equals to 0, we'll cut the loop, we'll break it. Otherwise, if we have only one in reminder, it will go to the easy. If we have two, it will go to, it will given to one for easy, one for medium. So this is all about dividing, splitting. So this is a pool. This is an empty dictionary, and here we have taken a variable d, and I'm looping the keys means easy, hard levels. And here I'm going to check the question table and filtering the difficulty if it is matching with the uh, variable d or not. And we also have a selected variable. Within it, I have taken a empty list. So I have used secrets dot token hex of 8. Means this is used to if the password if it or anything is 8 letters, it will give us the string like a random long string with 16 digits. So that will be stored in this seed. And here I have used the random function, means to shuffle the question IDs. And here I have taken this d comma n, these two variables in count dot items, means key value pairs like even column the number of questions we have given for that section. So I have used this get function to fetch the details, and that will be stored in the items. If the length of items is equals to 0, we'll skip that. If the length of items is less than or equals to n, we'll copy uh, we'll copy those values into items and we'll be storing it as a pics. Else pics equals to orangey dot sample of items comma n, means here will be whatever the number of elements in items, we'll select. If we want 5, we'll give the 5 as a number in n. And so whatever the elements are there in pics will be extended with selected one. Means I'm adding these pics values into selected. So here already we also have some elements in selected and we have some elements in pics. Whenever I have extended these two, uh, it will be union. So within that I have shuffling. So by using the shuffle method, it will give us the shuffled. I don't know which one will come. Randomly it will shuffle and it will return the selected questions. So this is about creating the candidate exam. For that, I have used this database session and user ID I need and duration seconds, means how much the exam will, how long will be the exam, and the count of questions he'll get. So select questions balanced will be stored in a variable called QIDs. And here I have taken this candidate exam. I have passed this user ID, question IDs with, I'm assigning this user ID to user ID and question IDs to the variable I have taken here. And here answer is empty. Why? Because here the user didn't answer anything. So that's why I have taken it as a empty. And time allowed seconds equals to duration seconds, means total time. Time elapsed means how much time he has completed, and the status, it is in progress or completed. And here I am adding this candidate exam to the database. After adding it, I am committing and I am refreshing and I am returning this candidate exam. So this is about compute score. The parameters what I have passed into it is session and candidate exam. So here, if not candidate exam dot question IDs, return 0. Here initially I have taken correct equals to 0. Why? Because he didn't at starting. And total equals to length of candidate exam dot question IDs. Means how many questions are there. And here answer equals to candidate exam dot answers. How many answers he has written. So here I am printing these just print functions just to know this. So if the question ID, here we are looping the candidate exam dot question IDs. Here we are looping this question IDs. So if you want question IDs, we have to go to the question table. So in this question table, I'm filtering. What I'm filtering is question IDs. If this question ID is same to the uh, question ID in the table, it will return us the first one, first matching rows. So if not Q, if the question is not there, question ID not found in database will be printed and the loop will be skipped. So here, this question ID is in int. Here what I am doing is I am converting into the string to match the storage format. So here I have taken a variable as a select like SEL. So answer dot get of question ID string means from the question ID I am fetching the answers what the user has selected. So this is all the print functions I have used for this is for question will be given to the user, and this is a question ID, and this is a selected questions, and this is a correct answers has written by the user. If select is none, it will be print like no answer was recorded, and it will be skipped the. If the selected is equals to the correct answer, it will be add the correct as 1, 2, 3. So it will print as the correct. Else it will print the wrong. So this is calculating the percentage like correct answers divided by total into 100. If total is greater than 0, it will give us the percentage, else 0. So it will return us the percentage. This is all about exam.py, and this is a main.py which starts the execution from this file only. So these are all the importations I have taken. This course middleware is used to communicate with the front end. So this is a fast API title I have taken as NMK certification portal. So this is a variable I have taken. This is an important line which is used to communicate with the front end. So this is a app.add middleware. All origins credentials should be true. It allows the methods, headers. This is all used to communicate with the front end. So this line is very important. Base.metadata.create all. Why? Because whenever I have written this line, it will create the tables, whatever, how many tables I have created in this model.py. I have given this will be created as a table. So it will create all the tables. And this is a register endpoint. So here I have used the post method. Uh, Post method is all about read the data or inserting the data. Here it is taking the schemas.register.in. From schemas, it is taking the register.in class. Means it is taking email, password, names. And it is taking the database session to interact with the database. So if we find the any email already in database, it will raise the HTTP exception as status code 400, email already registered, and it will hash that password. So this is a new variable user from models user table. I have taken this email name hashed password is admin. I have taken this payload.email, payload.name, and hashed password equals to hashed. And I'm adding this user into database, and I'm committing it, and I'm refreshing it. So if the email is already registered, this will be working. If the email is not registered, this will be work. Means it will create a new user and email. It will be given the user email. So this is about the login page. It will take the schemas token from schemas file. It will take this class. So It will check from auth file, authenticate user table, sorry, function. If the password email what we have given is similar with the register one, it will give us the login successful. Otherwise, it will give us the incorrect email or password. If we didn't if it won't find any email or password previously, it will give us the incorrect email or password. Otherwise, we'll get the email, password, login successful. So this is about a question endpoint. For the question creating questions, it is taking the question in from schemas, and it is taking the current user from the user table, and it is taking the database session. If the current user is not admin, uh, it will give us like status code 403. It will give the detail as admin only. If the question difficulty is not in easy, medium, hard, it will raise us the exception like 400, invalid difficulty. So here I have taken a variable as a question, and I'm taking this question table from model file, and I'm assigning the text to the q dot text, choices to the q dot choices, answer index to the question dot answer index, and a difficulty equals to the question dot difficulty. And I'm adding this question into database, and I'm committing it, and then I'm refreshing it. So it will return us the question ID, and the text means a question. It will create a question. So this is a question endpoint. So this is an endpoint for starting the exam. If we want to start the exam, we need the uh, exam create out from the schemas file. So this is a start exam function. If we want to start the function, we need the question count, and the time duration will be given for that exam, and the current user from the user table, and we'll have a database connection. So here I am creating a candidate exam variable for the exam dot create a candidate exam. So I'm assigning this user ID to the current user ID, duration seconds to the duration seconds, and question count to the question count. So what it will return to us is it will create an ID for the candidate exam ID, and it will create an ID for the questions, and it also create as the time allowed seconds, how much time will be given to that user. So this is the startup on event. It will load the questions. This is all about use. This is used to load the questions. So this is an exam endpoint. So if we want to start the exam, we need the exam ID. So that will be taken as a string. And this is a current user, which will be taken from the user table. And this is a database session. So I have taken the variable candidate exam, and I have taken this candidate exam table from models file. And here I am filtering like if the candidate exam ID is matches with exam ID, and candidate exam user ID will be matches with current user ID, it will return the first matching rows. If not candidate exam, it will raise us the exception like 404 exam not found. Initially, questions will be the empty list. Here, what we are doing is a looping within the question IDs. So, from models file, we have a question table, and here we are filtering the question ID with this question ID. If it is matches, it will return us the first matching rows. So if questions dot append of ID for question ID, text question dot text, choices question dot choices, difficulty question dot difficulty. So here what it will return to us is uh, candidate exam ID. So the questions, it will return us the questions and time allowed seconds, how much time the will be remaining completed, time elapsed, and the status of that exam. So this endpoint is about to save the answer. So if we want to save the answer of the exam, we need exam ID and a payload, uh, current user who is writing that exam, and the database. So here I have taken the candidate exam table from the models file. I am checking it with exam ID. If it is matches with those, it will return as the first matching rows. If not candidate exam, it will return as the exception like a for not for status code with exam not found. And also if the candidate status is not equals to in progress, it will give us the exception like exam not in progress. So this is used to save the changes. So this is all about saving the changes. It will return us the answer saved. Time elapsed means how much time it is completed till now. So that all will be this is a answers what the answers will be given from the user will be stored and it will be committed. It will be added to the database. This is about submitting. I have taken exam ID, final time elapsed, and current user database session. Here I am checking the exam ID with the exam ID and exam user ID with the current user ID. If it is okay, it will return as the first rows. If not, the candidate exam, it will raise us the exception like exam not found and the status is in progress. If it is not equals to in progress, it will return as the exam already done or already completed. Means the final time elapsed, how much time will be remain, it will be given to the time elapsed. Means how much time is completed will be given to this and the status will be given to this and current date time will be given to it. So to compute the score, from the compute score, exam.compute score, we have taken this database and candidate exam and we are adding it to the database and committing it to the database and refreshing it to the database. So what it will return us is message as exam submitted and exam ID as candidate exam ID and score as candidate exam score. And the status will be the exam candidate status. So this is about resuming the exam. Whenever we have resumed the exam, we need to pass it from the where we have stopped the exam. So this is the logic we have written for that resume part. And this is all about the result for the exam what we exam written by the user. So for that I have used this exam ID current user database and I'm checking it the with exam ID with the current exam ID and the user ID with the current user. So same thing. This is all about resulting, giving the result, resuming the exam, and this is about submitting. This is the same answer. So these are all the endpoints I have written for that each part means each section for the register, login, so the flow. So coming to the front end, So these all the importations I have taken. I have used the Streamlit into it. So this is the backend URL to communicate with the backend I have used in the front end. And this is the session state. So we need session variables to store these access tokens, user emails, exam IDs, questions, answers, time remaining, how much time is remaining, time original, status. So this is all comes under this session state. So session state will store all these, and this is authentic authorization header. It is used to store the tokens with every API call. So it is all about accessing the tokens and sending the token with every API call. And these two are the APIs, post API, and this is a get API. So these are used for to send and get the request to fast API backend with this error handling. So this is a login UI. If I want to log in into my account, I need a login form. So how can I log in into it? By using this email and by using this password. So if I submit it, if it is true, it will give us the uh, okay, login successful. If any of the email or password, any of the one is incomplete, it will give us the invalid email or password. So if we don't give anything, email and password, it will return us the please enter both email and password. So I have taken this API URL, login your API URL. I have taken a variable into it. I'm sending this email and password like a JSON into this URL. So if I don't found it, it will return as the unable to connect to the server. If the API is not loaded, it will return as like unable to connect to the server. Please try again later. So if the status code is not equals to 200, it will return as the invalid email or password. So if I don't found, it will return as a low token whenever the email and password is correct. So if I don't find any token, it will return as the error like a login failed. Please try again. So it will store this token into this access token. It will store the email in the user email, and I'll get the success as a login successful. This is about starting exam. About to start the exam. So I have taken these headers as auth headers. So when a user clicks the start exam, uh, it will be this line will be executed. Means it will go to the exam start URL. So here we can fetch the details. Here we can fetch the details of the questions. Exam ID means it will store the questions, exam IDs, like timer values, and reset the saved options. So finally we'll rerun it. So coming to this is a save answer. Uh, if I want to store the sorry, save the answer, I need parameters like exam ID, question ID, and index. And if if the correct answer, sorry, if the index matches with the string, it will return as the true last saved. So elapsed means remaining time. So here st dot session state of time original equals minus means from the original time how much time is still remaining. If we subtract it, we'll get the time elapsed. Means how much time we have completed the exam till now. And uh, this is exam, sorry, question ID, and this is a selected index what we have selected, and this is the time elapsed means how much time is completed still till now. So if the status code is double equals to 200, if the status code is equals to 200, uh, the index will be stored in the last saved means the options what we have clicked will be stored in the last saved. It will return as the true, otherwise it will return as the false. And here I have taken a function for submitting the exam. So these are all used to submit and to load the exam ID. And whenever the user clicks the submit, all answers will send to the backend through the post request. So this is a post request. So whenever I have clicked uh, the submit button, so all the answers will send to the backend. And what the backend will do here is it compares the user answers with the current correct answers, and it will store in the database. So it automatically calculates the answer score. So this is all about the submit exam. So here this is an exam UI. Exam UI means this is an exam ID what I have taken, and this is the questions. If we don't find anything, it will return nothing. So what this will do here is from left side it is taking the time remaining, how much time it the time duration for the exam and how much time completed. So from right side it will generate the questions, and right side it will return as the questions answered, how many questions answered. So here is length of last saved means how many questions are saved will be uh, stored in the saved count, and the length of questions will be stored in the total questions. So it will give us the progress metric like saved how many saved questions divided by total questions. So here with right side we'll get the exam questions. Here we are changing the question ID from into the string. So this is for text is per question, choices per choices like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a current answer index what the user has returned, and this is a selected like st dot radio of select your answer like choices. It will give us the choices like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the index means current answer index, and this is a key means a question index, and this is a label visibility collapsed. So it will store all the answers, and it will check with the answers given by the user. If those are matches, it will give us the result. Otherwise, it will return us the wrong answer or answer is correct or not. and it will say it is used to store. Session state is all about storing this uh, last saved. If I find anything in last saved in session state, it will return as the answer saved. Otherwise, it won't. This is a submit button. To submit the exam, it will call the submit exam function and it will rerun this. So it will, if the time is up, it will return as a warning like submit your exam. So this is all about the exam UI, how questions is generating and how much time is still there. So this is all comes under this exam UI. So this is all about results. So title for this is your exam result. So it will for this result it is calling result API, means it will check with backend if it is and give us the result from the front end side. So if we find the score greater than 70, it will give us the message like congratulations, and it will give us the score. Uh, if the score is greater than or equals to 50, it will give us like a good effort, and it will give us the score what we have got. Else, it will give us keep learning, and it will give us the score. So this is about to get is correct or not, if the answer is correct or not. So this is about whatever the choices will get, and this is about the selected one, and this is about the corrected one. So if you do so here, if anything is there in is correct, it will give us the choices selected one, like choices of selected value. It will give us a selected value, otherwise it will return the error. So here if selected value has no value, like it has nothing, it will give us the no answer provided. So this is a main function. uh, at first it will call the login UI, it will log in, and the user will take the exam, and if the user started the exam and completed the exam, he has to be log out from that. So for that, I have created a button called logout. So here we calling init session. In init session, we have saved the last saved questions, access tokens, so all this, and we are rerunning it. If we find submitted as false, or if we find means get means fetching. If we get the submitted as false, or if the status is uh, double equals to completed, it will return us the result UI function. So otherwise, if the status is double equals to if the status is in progress, it will return us the exam UI. Else, it will return us a welcome to NMK certification portal. Test your knowledge. So ready to begin your certification exam. You'll have 30 minutes to complete the 9 questions. So here the answers are automatically saved. So they don't worry if you need to take a break. So this is for start the exam button. So it will call the start exam. It will call the main function. So whenever I want to start the exam, it will call this start exam. Whenever I want to write an exam in completing the exam process, it will call the exam UI. So for the exam, I want results, it will call the results UI. So this is creating a DB. This file is about creating the database and tables. This is about creating the all tables. So from user table, we are filtering the user email with admin email. If it is matches, it will give us the matching results. If we don't, the we'll create a new mail for the email and hashed password, and we'll add it to the database and we'll commit it to the database. Otherwise, it will print as the admin exists. Here, I have looping this text choices answers difference in samples. So here I am assigning this text to the text, choices to the choices, answer index to the answer, difficult to the difficult. And I am adding it to the database and I am committing it and I am printing like added sample questions. So if we don't have any count in the questions table, I have to do this. If we have count in the questions table, it will print us like questions already present. And here we are closing the connection table. Here we are opening the connection to the database. So now I'll show you the execution. So I have to open the cert portal folder, and from I have created this virtual environment. So here I am activating the virtual environment. So the virtual environment is activated, and now so I'm running the backend. So this is a URL I have given to the backend. So whenever I click it, so these are all the APIs what I have written in the main function. So here, this is a register. So I have given the email and the password I am giving it and the name I am giving. So it is giving me the message as user created and giving me the email. And now I'm going to open the front end. I'm activating the virtual environment. I'm going into the front end folder and here I'm running it. So it is asking me the permission. So that's why I have given here a server port number. So this is a login page. So it is coming from the front end. Here I am giving the details. So I got the login successful. So what happened here is it is checking with the backend details and it is storing in the database. So here I am starting the exam. So as I said, the timer is in left side and the questions will be in right side. So here I am giving the answers. So whenever I clicked it, it is showing me the question is saved. So which keyword is used to start out? So I have given the answers and I'm submitting. So I got 80 percentage. It is showing me the correct answer and my answer. If I want to take another exam, I can. Otherwise, I can log out from this. So whenever I have log outed, I came to the login page. So this is all about the project I have done. So thank you.